Well, it's been a long wait, but now it's back on the Now Show. Would you please welcome Marcus Brigstocke?
Woo! Yeah! Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What a week. The economy has grown by 0.8%. Yes, 0.8%. Come on. Wonderful. Sorry, I'm filling up. But news like a 0.8% growth rate soon had the entire country in a lather of excitement as we all tried to make sense of what this would mean for us. Here, have you heard about the blinking economy? It's only went and grown a bit. Yeah, I knows it have. 0.8 beautiful percent. It's like winning the blimmin' lottery. I first heard the economy had rallied on the radio. I was like, Gwen, come here and listen to this. They've only went and fixed the economy. I know, it's amazing. We've organised a street party with special 0.8% growth bunting. Yeah, just when you thought the economy would never rally, boshty. Next thing you know, GDP shoots up like Bezant's speedball. It's brilliant. This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened, including the Beatles. Aye, it's cushy, man. That 0.8% will make a world of difference to all of us in the North East straight away. I was only saying to War Pet last week, if this fiscal policy works, it could deliver a 0.8% growth rate, and it has. This is clearly tremendous news. I've not been more excited since Morag slipped double salt in my porridge. Who says the BBC doesn't cater for the regions? So, well done, George Osborne. You've proved your theory right. Using the Grand Theft Auto model, you have successfully shown that the poor really are like video game prostitutes. If you kick them hard enough, eventually money will come flying out of them. Quite a niche joke for gamers there. Yes, I'm not saying that the economy rallying isn't good news, but it's sort of like hearing Salman Rushdie's written another book. You know, it might well be important, it might very well be good, but essentially it's got nothing to do with any of us. I know the state of the economy matters, but for the vast majority of people, it's as mysterious and cryptic as the shipping forecast.
FTSE, good. 8 to 10, slightly. Dogger, Dow Jones, yen, later moderate to flimsy, good. Pound, euro, dollar, bad, becoming good, later, wicked.
What makes a difference to people is not 0.8% growth, it's actual wages and the cost of living. That's the difference for real people. The National Institute of Economic and Social Research showed this week that the average worker is £2,000 worse off since the financial crisis hit. I say hit. I mean, that makes it sound like the crisis swerved towards us. The reality is the average worker is £2,000 worse off since the financial sector arrogantly and with galactic hubristic stupidity drove the economy off a cliff yelling, "Does this mean I still get my bonus?" Whoa! Of course you'll still get your bonus. Otherwise you'd leave the country and nobody wants that. More people are in work now. Good. But why do employers talk like they deserve a sainthood when they have people working for them? Your company does a thing. You need workers to facilitate the doing of that thing. The workers work, and the thing is done. Am I missing something here? Do you feel you need a medal? Yeah. Thank you, Muttley. 1.4 million British workers are having to scrape a living together from cynical, ruthless, exploitative employers using 0-hours contracts. Value your employees. They are not battery workers, they're people. Give them a metaphorical hay bale to perch on so they can behave like they would in the wild. And if you're a certain fast food outlet who, for reasons of litigation, shall remain McNameless, why not give them an actual hay bale? Do you know 1 in 5 UK workers earns less than the living wage?
At Great Big Faceless Bastard Corps, we care so little about what we do, we pay our workers the minimum wage allowed under the law. That way we can pass on their listlessness and overwhelming sense of defeated apathy to you, the customer. Great Big Faceless Bastard Corps, crushing dreams so you don't have to.
Now, I know everyone wants their stuff cheap because where you work doesn't pay you enough for where he works to charge more for what you want to pay him more so he can afford to pay more for the things you make where you work. You follow me, yes? But what if it did? Well, then maybe a farmer could sell milk for a penny more per litre than it costs him to produce it, instead of a penny less. Just to clarify, milk actually comes from cows, not farmers. I mean, my local farmers market is very, very good, but even they don't do actual farmers' milk. Young workers are amongst the hardest hit by the downturn, with pay falling by 14% between 2008 and 2013. Well done, everybody. I mean, we pay far more from the welfare budget supporting incomes for people in work than we do for those out of a job. The government keep on crowing about the number of people they have in work.
We've got more people in work than ever before. Many of them are in work for nearly 15 minutes a day. But the important thing is there are more of them in work.
Yeah, most of them are not so much in work as near some work, if only they were allowed to do any. If you're on the minimum wage, kept on a 0-hours contract between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m, so you can't work for anyone else, but rack up a grand total of just enough hours so your employer doesn't have to pay your national insurance, you get no training, no employee benefits, no hope of any promotion, and you hear IDS banging on about how he's the saviour of Benefit Street. Well, if you can still afford a shoe, then please throw it at the radio or through the telly or at his actual face. Low pay means higher staff turnover, high absenteeism, poor morale and lower productivity. I mean, I don't mind that if you're BAE Systems. Same goes for whoever makes cheese strings. Awful. Just awful. Look, I don't know when money started making money faster than people, but it's not helping. So instead of running about with your shirt over your head doing airplane arms shouting 0.8% while Ed's Balls and Miliband stand there going, can we have a turn? We promise we won't break it again. We promise. Do something to get the people who actually work to be rewarded, recognised and remunerated for what they do. It's not rocket science, and frankly, if it is, I sincerely hope they're not on minimum wage. Thank you.